what breaks you can also build you. So many of us think when life is against us that it's destroying us, that it's killing us, that it's breaking us down and just making us less than, or that it's everything going to worse and that it's just to our demise or to our destruction or whatever it might be. But we fail to realize that the things that are breaking us down also are building us in a way, especially if you have the right mindset, especially if you choose to start again, to stand again, and to bounce back and not let life keep you down, not let disappointment keep you down, not let loss or failure keep you down, not let the things that we cannot control prevent us from growing, prevent us from building. We're shaped by every experience in life, the good and the bad. But the bad ones are the real building blocks. They're the real things that make you stronger, wiser, that make you understand life in a deeper meaning, at a deeper level. It helps you understand yourself. It helps you understand others. It helps you understand the world. But so many of us, we stay in a victim mentality. We stay in a woe is me, and that why is the world against me? Why is this so bad? Why all these negative thoughts, all these negative feelings, and they just manifest even more, versus looking at it as, what is this teaching me? What lesson am I learning? And what ways am I going to be stronger next go around? And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be betrayal. It can be getting fired at work. It can be losing a game. It can be flunking a class. It can be getting broken up with. It can be getting asked for a divorce. It can be being told you're going to get laid off or take a pay cut at work. It can be anything. Name the problem. Name the issue. Name the negative thing. If it's not you dying and being off this planet, you can bounce back from anything. And there's going to be things that are harder. It can even be loss of loved ones, loss of friends. I'm not going to say there's anything good about that. But now that they're gone, what memories remain of them? What are you going to do to make their death not in vain? What are you going to do to live and maybe carry on a legacy if it's a family member? Maybe do it for that friend's, maybe that friend left kids. Maybe you're a godfather or a godmother, or maybe you're a older cousin, other older sibling. It don't matter what it is, but what are you going to do to say, you know what? That person's no longer here, but I'm going to be a better version for me and help them, help that family, help that kid, help my niece, help my nephew, help my godchild, help my own kids. Or I'm going to live and make my grandma, grandpa, mother, father, aunt, uncle who passed away proud, that raised me, my guardian, the person that looked after me and made sure I got through school and made sure I could play sports and made sure I can go to band practice and made sure that I had the video game and made sure I had the makeup and made sure I had a car to go to college with. And you live for them and the memory of them and what they sacrificed in their lives to give you a good life. And you just cherish that memory, you cherish that time that you did have. And even though they're no longer here, you reflect on it. And you think of the good and you think, you know what? I can be that for somebody else. That's still a carrying of the torch. That's still carrying a legacy. But we think so much negative. We think so much just pain and all this, that all is wrong, all is horrible. And I'm not in the mindset of that. Like I said, if a loved one did pass, that's like one of the worst things outside of you dying as well that can even happen. But too many people cry at funerals. I'm not saying don't cry. You should still probably shed some tears or cry. But how much time should also be spent laughing? Remember when Uncle Craig used to do this? Remember when Grandpa Joe used to do this? Remember when, Granny Sally did it? Like, those moments. Life's not always bad. And that's proof that even in the worst moments, you can find something to laugh at. You can find something that reminds you of love, that reminds you that life has not always been bad. You can do the same thing, like I said, with work. You can do the same thing with other relationships. You can do the same thing with maybe you played a high level sport, or you played in bands and now you're phasing out and you need a new phase of life. You have to look back in order to move forward, in order to live a better life for your future. You have to understand that everything you went through was for a reason. They're all equal experiences of life: the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful times, the sad moments, the happiest, joyful moments. Like, they're all teaching you something. They're all your life that you're experiencing. So, I don't want to go too far down a rabbit hole, but I think we forget that these things are also building us. They're building that perseverance. They're building that strength. They're building that wisdom. They're building that intelligence. They're building that growth, that maturity, that independent nature, that freedom. It's building all of these different phases of you that you just don't see. You just don't understand it in the moment, because when you're going through it, it hurts. It sucks. You're disappointed. You're confused. You're lost. You're all of these feelings. So it's easy to become consumed with those emotions, because those are the worst emotions. Those are the most negative. And you're almost in a fight or flight, desperation, learned helplessness state of mind. And that's natural. It's literally natural. If I'm in a burning building, all I'm thinking about is, how do I get out of this burning building? I'm not thinking about anything else. If I just got fired, I feel down. My confidence is down. Like, dang, my job just fired me. I thought I was performing, but apparently not. Or maybe I screwed up. Maybe I made a mistake. And life can punish mistakes, but it can also reward mistakes if you don't make the same mistake twice. And you decide to bounce back, and you decide to use it as a data point. Every no is a positive. Every rejection is a positive when it's a feedback, when it's a data point, when it's teaching you and guiding you to go to a different direction, a different path, or the right way, the correct way. A no you should get excited about. You should get excited when somebody says they don't want to date you. You should get excited when a job says they don't want to hire you. You should get excited when you're, not able to join a certain organization, club, or sports team, or whatever. Because that means the correct one, the one you are meant to align with, or the path you're meant to align with and go down, is still out there for you. The best thing is still right there around the corner. You just have to be willing to try enough doors. Not every door is going to open. Some doors are not your door. You have to keep knocking. You have to keep going to the next door anyway to see which ones are yours. So just remember, not everything's breaking you. And even if it is breaking you, it can also build you, and it most likely is. This was Consistency Day 521. I hope you got something from this message. If you did, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.